What's up, everybody? Rant Rich here, back with another one. So today I'm going to be giving you my 5 top websites for MMA research. What's up, everybody? Rant Rich here, back for another one. Now, there are many great sites to find out information about fighters, but this is my top 5. Now, this list is going to start at 5 and go down to 1, 5 being the least helpful and 1 being the most helpful. Let's get into it. So number 5, Wikipedia.com. This is a great site for finding background and history about fighters. I tend to use this site for BJJ rankings, head coaches, training camps, world titles, and much more. Now, this site is also good for finding out whether a fighter has college experience or previous Olympic experience. Very helpful. The downsides, I say the site is pretty wordy and it's missing the fighter stats. Also, we all know about Wikipedia that anybody can kind of go in and change things, so that's a little iffy too. But if you're trying to find out a fighter's personal history and martial arts history, Wikipedia is the way to go. Up next at number 4 is Ufc.com. Most of the picks that I make are UFC picks. This is a great site to see the rankings, stats, and really anything UFC related. The easy to read layout is perfect for clicking on an event or a fighter and getting the most important information that you need. The event calendar is laid out plainly, and the fighter index is a great addition. What I like most about the site is the stats are very detailed while showing percentages, and it's very easy to comprehend. Now, one thing I can say that this site needs improvement in is that the canceled fights are a little slow to get updated on the site. There's nothing like planning out to pick a fighter only to find out later in MMA news that the fighter pulled out. All in all, the UFC has done a great job vamping up their site and is a must-to for making solid picks. Moving on to number 3, YouTube.com. Now, YouTube is no fight pass, but it's still a great place to find old fights. As we know, nowadays, there are a lot of fights to keep up with. It's nice to have a free way to watch fighters' previous fights. Also, usually on YouTube, you can get fighter interviews, which is great right before a fight. You can really see where the fighter's head's at, and that helps a lot. One big negative about YouTube is that sometimes they're very limited on what you can find. So unless the UFC or ESPN puts out the videos themselves, sometimes it's very hard to find good quality fights. But again, purchasing Fight Pass is always an option. Moving on to number 2, BestFightOdds.com. Now, without an odds site, where would you be? You have to know the latest odds, of course. So this is by far the best site to find up to 12 online betting sites and their odds. Not only can you find future events, but you can find prop lines too. It'll even have charts to show how the lines have fluctuated over time. What I don't like about the site? Not really much. The pages are a little too cramped and they're missing a few popular online betting sites. But overall, this site's a betting line seeker's dream. All right, so before I get into my number 1, this is the site I gotta say that I feel the most strong about. This is the site that I always use. Every single time that I make picks, I always use. And this is a site that if you don't use any of these other sites that I'm recommending, this is the one to do. So at number 1, we have Sherdog Com. So like I said, this is the best site for MMA research in my opinion. This is the longest running MMA information site on the net. The fighter index is ridiculous. This has been around, everybody's been using this one, so I'm sure most people watching this has probably already heard of Sherdog.com. You can even find news articles, interviews, and much more. And this is one of the most recognized sites on Google, so all you gotta do is put in the fighter, put in the event, whatever you're looking for, click on Sherdog, and you'll be all set. I can't stress enough that fighter history is so important when preparing for picks, and Sherdog does it the best. And the great thing about Sherdog, unlike UFC.com, they don't limit you to just UFC fighters. Most high-up, well-known fighters are gonna be on this site. One negative that I have to say is the mobile site is pretty horrendous. It's pretty half-assed. I wish they would kind of take what they have on the regular site, whether you're using a laptop, desktop, or even tablet, and translate that into the mobile site. And that would make things a lot easier if you're out and about on your phone, things can be a little tough. You can still get the same information, it just takes longer and it's more of a pain, to be honest with you. So that is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. I'm sure most of these are pretty obvious, so I'm betting that most people watching this have already heard of these sites, but let me give some honorable mentions before I get out of here. MMAfighting.com, ESPN.com, MMAjunkie.com, and Tapology.com. Those would be my top 4 that didn't get mentioned in my list. Still use them from time to time. And whether you're using just one of the sites that I recommended or all 5, as we all know, research is a big part of making picks. Now, with that being said, it does all come down to luck at the end of the day. I've had people outpick me and they've never watched a fight in their life, so it comes down to luck. But usually, using these sites for research really does help your chances of getting a big win. All right, so that's all I got for you today. If you liked or found this video useful, please hit that like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. And until next time, as always, Rant and Rich here, signing out from sunny SoCal. I'm out of here. Laters.